A 5-year-old swinging it half naked in the locker room after PE, the teacher. When you explain something for the third time that day and one student understands now, I see this is an absolute win. The face children make when they fall from rocking their chair after I already warned them 5 times. The pupils working on their assignment. The one kid going on a toilet break adventure. Students when they get 10 out of 10 on their topography test. Mr. Worldwide. When you ask the pupils if they cleaned up after themselves after the arts and crafts lesson, well yes, but actually no. When at the end of the day you ask for silence but the kids won't stop talking. I am the invisible man. When I tell children that we are gonna do a fun arts and crafts lesson but they ask if they can watch a movie instead, didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay. When one parent registers for helping with school activities, thank you random parent. Me gets treat from a birthday kid in another class. My pupils, a 4-year-old. Do you want to see my drawing? Me, of course, what is it? A 4-year-old. It is a house with my parents and me. Me, huh? 5-year-old running up the slide instead of sliding off it. Parker, a 4-year-old. What time are we going home? Me, 3 o'clock. What? When the children tell you that they have finished their work and you start checking their workbooks. Those bastards lied to me. Teacher, who wants to go upstairs and get me a copy from the print? The hyperactive kid. When I check the work of the kids in 23 minutes instead of the usual 30. I am speed. All teachers working in every school ever. This is where I would put my good functioning PC. If I had one. Teacher, correcting kids' behavior when parent is absent. Teacher, correcting kids' behavior when parent is around. 4-year-olds when they tell what they have done in the weekend. Reality can be whatever I want. When the student distract you from teaching by asking questions about your personal life. Outstanding move. Weekend, the work you still need to check because you didn't have time. Student who asked a question about something you find interesting. You, the teacher. Student who didn't know the answer. Student saying the correct answer when teacher doesn't listen. Student giving the correct answer when teacher listens. Me waiting for the teacher to calm down the class so I can start presenting. I don't always care about my grade, but when I do, it's the end of the semester. Even though I didn't do all the assignment, I will ask for extra credits now. Why was there always a bite taken out of these? Life of a teacher. Complaints and insults. Compliments and gratitude. Student, can I use the bathroom? Teacher, I don't know, can you? The class. When you are in a staff meeting and all you can think about is the amount of better thing you could be doing with your time. Pull down maps. I am old. I have been a teacher for so long that one of my eyebrows is permanently raised. When you are dancing to Jack Hartman with your class and admin walks in, the teacher told kids to draw their mom's hobbies. My mom likes drinking. Students don't need a perfect teacher. They need a teacher who is trying. A teacher who will laugh at their own typos and apologize for the bigger mistakes. A teacher who is not afraid to look silly or say that they don't know the answer. A teacher with high expectation and who every day gives each student a blank slate and a genuine smile. That's really it. Non-educator. It must be nice getting a winter break. Educator. It must be nice only working 40 hours a week. January. When kids return from winter breaks as if they have never seen inside a school before and have no idea how anything works. So they really close school tomorrow? They shut it down. That socks. I was unaware of this. Is it because the sweater? Student acts up at the assembly. Me in the distance. I see you. Mr. and Mrs. Walker. There will be no school this week, so Colin can stay home and play video games. From Mrs. T, I am the teacher. Seems legit. Teacher, name a book that made you cry. Me, algebra. Teacher gives incredibly detailed instructions for independent work. Students, I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening. Teachers making sure their student tells admin exactly what happened. Me and my teacher friends after we hear there is a snow in the forecast. When the teacher's going to give out homework, so you ask how their weekend was. Teacher, are you just trying to get me to talk about myself? Because if you are, I will gladly do so. When you accidentally attach the test answer key and everyone still fails. Admin, teacher burnout, overflowing class sizes, unreal teacher expectations, jeans pass. Teachers, anytime a struggling student has that aha moment and finally understands. Today's 5th grade unnecessary morning conversation. Student A, when I die and go to heaven, I hope I get my wings the first day. Student B, what kind you getting? I hope they got lemon pepper. Taking a test. Me, shh, it's close enough. Where is computer number 9? We are not leaving until it's back in the cart. Trying to talk to another teacher at the door while my class is behind me like I can both hear this image and feel it hitting me in the face. Pitong. Anyone else smell it? My morning classes, my afternoon classes. Teachers at the start of January, teachers at the end of January. When you're waiting to see how much time a student will waste before starting an assignment but have zero self-control left. All edge of architecture and planning. Thoughts and prayers for my class who is no longer allowed to take their water bottles to the library and must survive for 45 minutes without adequate hydration. Danish flag, Swedish flag, Finnish flag. No. What teachers say? Great answer. Does anyone else have another idea to contribute? What teachers think? I have never heard someone say so many wrong things, one after the other, consecutively in a row. I would like to thank Taylor Swift for finally making it practical. If a plane leaves Tokyo at 11:30, problem that students will care. Today a student asked me if a word needed a flying comma. He meant apostrophe, but I think I'm going to call them flying commas from now on just because it makes me smile. When your whole class is on task and that one kid be like, this is why you don't leave band kids alone in the music room for too long by themselves. I am no expert, but I'm pretty sure a lot of problems we are seeing in education could be solved if you just put play centers back in kindergarten. Teachers be like, it's okay, I will just take some Motrin. It's easier than making sub-plans. No, when teachers got married and changed their name in elementary school, why was the new name always insane? Oh my god. They really would go from Mrs. Williams to Mrs. Anchovies. Like, girl, we are not calling you that. A kid said something funny in class today. The entire room, myself included, burst out laughing and could not stop for several very long, very joyous minutes. I was in tears. That won't show up in any data sheet, but it matters too. Teachers, please don't think working 12 hours a day, spending your own money on supplies and resources, or working every weekend is all part of your calling. Being your best self for your students may be your calling, but the rest is just causing you to burn out and not give your best. When it's parents' evening and they make you sit on the kids' chair, there's a lot of uncertainty about what AI means for education, but until they make a robot that can comfort a child who fell on the playground, encourage a kid who feels inadequate, or listen to a teenager who is trying to navigate young adulthood, the world will always need real teachers.